CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go and by Carroll Links. Game On is brought to you by Aquino Financial Group and by Island Green, Westminster.
Hi there and good evening. I'm Pat Stetzer and welcome to a special playoff episode of Game On. We've got a lot to get to, so let's get started. It's Game On. Carroll County had 4 lacrosse teams in state quarterfinal action tonight, and CMSportsNet was there to bring you highlights of 3 of them. We'll see which teams are moving on to the state semifinals. We'll also check in with baseball and softball. We'll see which teams came away with county track and field titles, and we'll unveil the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. So let's get started with girls lacrosse, and we'll take a look at how the regional playoffs played out for Carroll County teams. We see the 1A West Region 1, where South Carroll beat 2 county rivals to win the championship and advance to the round of 8. The Cavaliers ended Liberty's run of 3 state crowns in as many seasons. Over to 2A West Region 1, and you can see Manchester Valley getting past Century to take the title for a second straight year. The Knights ended their year with 2 losses, both against Man Valley, by a combined 3 goals. And over in the 3A South Region 1, Westminster lost a close contest against Howard in their quarterfinal game last week. The Owls had 5 losses this spring by 3 goals or less. Okay, now we take a look at the 1A state quarterfinals. South Carroll hosting Falston, the runner-up in each of the past 3 seasons. Middletown is in here too after the Knights played in the 2A final back in 2023. And the 2A state bracket shows the Mavericks hosting C. Milton Wright with usual stalwarts Hereford and Glenelg on the road for their quarterfinal games. Time to shift over to boys lacrosse and see the region playoff brackets for Carroll County. In 1A West Region 1, Liberty took care of county rivals South Carroll and Francis Scott Key to win another regional crown. That game against the Cavaliers was the Lions' second overtime win of the spring. In Class 2A West Region 1, Century knocked off Winners Mill before Man Valley got by the Knights and advanced to the state quarterfinals. That's 4 wins in 5 games for the Mavericks on the road to capturing the regional title. And in 3A South Region 1, Westminster cruised past Long Reach, but fell short against Howard, who lost to Howard County foe Marriott Ridge in the regional final. And now it's time for the state quarterfinal brackets for Carroll's remaining boys teams. First up, 1A, where Liberty hits the road to take on Calvert tonight. Top seed Smithsburg was undefeated going into the state tournament. And over in Class 2A, Manchester Valley headed to Southern Maryland to face Huntingtown in an 8-1 matchup of quarterfinal seeds. Well, now it's time to see how some of those state quarterfinal games went down tonight. CMSportsNet went to South Carroll and Man Valley to see if the Cavaliers and Mavericks could advance in the girls' state semifinals. First up, it's Man Valley girls hosting C. Milton Wright in a 2A state matchup. Some nice passing down the field here, and it winds up in Addison Meyer's stick, and the sophomore scores for the Mavericks. Emma Penchek, back after missing most of the second half of that regional final against Century, rips one into the top of the net for Man Valley. More nice passing around the perimeter here, and the ball gets to freshman Taylor Feek for another laser shot right there. And the Mavericks score yet again in the first quarter. And Natalie Burmeister is going to break away here and take a shot, but Mustangs goalie Alex Bramble makes a nice save for the visiting team. And C. Milton Wright's going to get on the board here thanks to Emma Jankowiak goal right there. Again, first quarter action here, still Mavericks in control early on. Penchek will feed Natalie Burmeister, and this time the senior gets the ball past Bramble for another Mavs goal. Here comes Taylor Feek again. She's going to beat a defender and stay up top, go top shelf. And it's all Mavericks, 11-2 at the end of one quarter. Actually going to be one more goal here, I think, coming for the Mavericks. It's Natalie Burmeister yet again, and yeah, the Mavericks led 11-2 at the end of the first quarter. Sam Wolfkill gets one back for the visitors here. Nice move there. Wolfkill scores, but it's almost running clock time up in Manchester in this quarterfinal game. Carolyn Lowe converts the free position in the second quarter for the Mavericks, and they lead, going to go on to lead 15-4 at the half. Some nice scoring early in that first half from Manchester Valley. You see that Meyer goal, yeah. Here's another Carolyn Lowe. Here's another goal from Addison Meyer with a nice pass behind the net. She finds some daylight to score. And Man Valley is pouring it on here. Peak gets the ball and curls around a defender for another short-range goal for the Mavericks. And senior Megan Greenwell going to post a goal from free position as the Mavericks run away with another convincing win. Final score is Man Valley 21, C. Milton Wright 5. That makes the Mavericks 17-0 as they advance to the state semifinals. After the game, CMSportsNet's Thomas Chenoweth caught up with freshman Taylor Feek to talk about the state quarterfinal win and her big game.
Thomas Chenoweth here with CMSportsNet Player of the Game, Taylor Feek. Taylor, a deserving win would be an understatement. Dominating would be an understatement. How do you feel about this win today?
It was incredible, of course. It's a quarterfinal game for state, so it's huge. But we came out and did our best, and we fast breaked, and we did everything we could to get the ball in the net, and it worked.
And yeah, obviously the offense was definitely working. One of the most efficient performances we've seen this season from you guys. How are you guys able to just be so efficient?
I practiced. We worked really hard on fast breaking it, and since we are such a fast team, we're good at getting the ball, moving the ball, and moving it to the open player to find the net.
Personally, for you, what do you think is your most effective strategy for getting the ball? 5 goals today.
I think just my teammates dishing it out to me is incredible, but when they clear space and allow me to drive, that also works.
All right, awesome. This has been your CMSportsNet Player of the Game. Congratulations, Taylor.
Thank you.
Thanks to Thomas and Taylor. Congrats to Man Valley for the win. All right, now we head to South Carroll taking on Falston in their 1A state quarterfinal from Parker Field. Leah Miller helping the Cavaliers' cause with an early goal in the first quarter, coming up right here as South Carroll hosted Falston down in Winfield. Here's Miller with a nice wraparound shoot and score. So South Carroll on the board there early. Falston's Delaney O'Malley is going to get one back for the Cougars right there. And we're going back and forth already at Parker Field. Miller's been winning the draws here most of the early part of the game, and another goal from Miller, keeping South Carroll in check with Falston. Ava Lambros gets a pass from around the net, and the senior takes that feed and scores for the Cougars, and after one quarter, it's 4-2 in favor of South Carroll. Kaylin Lope's going to make a nice save on that Falston shot by Ambrose to keep her team out in front. But the Cougars stay with it. They get another goal here from Lambros, and she leaps into the arms of O'Malley, and the Cougars are back on the board. Addie Falbo is going to find the net for South Carroll after the restart, and the Cavaliers are battling back and forth, like I said. Anna Miller for Falston, going to get a pass there right in the middle, shoot and score, and the Cougars are definitely hanging with the home team. Here comes Catherine Yankel after a pass there at the top of the arc, posts a goal, draw the Cavaliers even once more. Falston's Ayla Galloway going to find some room and take a spill right after this shot. We are tied 7-7 early in the fourth quarter. Lambros again finds some room for the Cougars, takes the shot, but Lopez is there for the save for South Carroll. But late in regulation, Falston forces this turnover, and Lambros streaks down and takes it herself, and will be the game winner. Time runs out on South Carroll after that Lambros goal, and the final score is Falston 8, South Carroll 7. Ava Lambros 3 goals for the Cougars as they go for a 4th straight state final trip. They advance to the semifinals. Catherine Yankel nets 3 goals for the Cavs. Leah Miller has 2. South Carroll ends its season at 10-7. CMSportsNet's Joshua Davis caught up with Cavaliers coach Bridget Scanlon after the tough loss at Parker Field. Let's take a listen.
I'm Joshua Davis with CM Sportsnet, here with South Carroll coach Bridget Scanlon. following the Cavaliers' 8-7 loss to the Fallston Cougars. Coach, take us through the game.
Our girls fought hard. They fought hard to the very end. We won a ton of the draws. We got a lot of the ground balls. We had some great saves. It just, came down to the final seconds, and then getting 2 cards at the end was a little rough to make any sort of a comeback. So they fought hard, and they left it out on the field, so I couldn't be more proud of them.
How do you hope this year's team is remembered?
The team that fought, the team that overcame some adversity. We lost 4 games basically in a row, and then we haven't lost since. We've won, 8, 9, I think, in a row since then. I think it really turned the team around, and they really never gave up, and they played every game like it was their last, and I couldn't expect anything else. So,
what did the team do well this year that you're hoping to utilize next season?
We played great defense. We did a lot of the intangible things. We had girls man marking some of the best players who, average tons of goals a game, and they would shut them down. We had great goalie play. We obviously had great draw controls. We really did all the little things, I think, that really helped us. And to have a team that does that you have something to look forward to.
Thank you for your time, Coach. And that completes CMSportsNet's coverage of the Fallston Cougars at South Carroll Cavaliers girls lacrosse game.
Thanks to Coach and thanks to Josh for giving us some of her time after the game. All right, time for some boys state playoff coverage, and we head down to Southern Maryland for Manchester Valley facing Huntingtown in their 2A state quarterfinal. Anderson Quinn puts the Hurricanes on the board with this goal right here, and the Hurricanes up early. Here's Landon Cawley with a goal from the near side. He finds some room to score. Huntingtown up 2-1 after that score. Matthew Ferran finds the net though for Man Valley. Ball gets past the goalie, and the Mavericks keep in pace. Johnny Hollingshead stays with the play after a save from Gabe Howard, and Hollingshead scores for the Canes. The flag down on this play, and Cawley decides to keep it himself, and it pays off for another home team goal. But Gavin Reed from Man Valley gets one back in a fine little space right here on the far side, and Reed scores for the Mavericks. Junior midfielder Luca Brown goes straight up the middle across the restraining line for another Mavs score. Man Valley and Huntingtown in a duel. Check out this save from Howard after Jackson Taylor from Huntingtown eventually gets a rip. Right after that nice pass. Good save there from Gabe. Hollingshead takes it now, this time down the middle again, gets one past Howard, and the Hurricanes are fired up. Another goal, though, from Luca Brown coming up here in the third quarter. And it's 4-4, so back and forth go the Mavericks and the Hurricanes down in Southern Maryland. A big save here from Howard to keep Man Valley in it late, too. Coming up right here. Nice job by the goalie. Man Valley's down. They try to score here, but Nolan Howard's going to be there for a big Huntingtown save, and that one proved to be the difference. Brown did make it 6-5. That's as close as the Mavericks can get. Huntingtown survives and advances to the 2A state semifinals with that 6-5 score. Tough one for the Mavericks, down a long way down away from home. So here are your updated girls lacrosse state playoff brackets. We'll see the 2A bracket first. You see Man Valley got past Seamountain right there, await the winner of Huntingtown and Glenelg. And the other side is playing games this evening. Queen Anne's, Chesapeake, Hereford at Stephen Decatur. Over to the 1A one now. Fallston survives, got past South Carroll. The Cavaliers fall just short despite a great run to the 2A, to win their regional title. And the boys lacrosse now on the 2A side. Man Valley just comes up short against that against Huntingtown in their match we just saw. Huntingtown will await the winner of Chesapeake and Hereford. You see Seaboy and Wright playing Glenelg as well there. And then on the 1A side, now Calvert Liberty playing tonight. That game started a little bit late. We didn't get a chance to get the score in for you here tonight, but Liberty is battling Calvert, trying to upset the Carroll County team and move on to the state semifinals. Now let's take a look at the Carroll County Athletic League scoring leaders through the regional playoffs. These stats are reported to CMSportsNet by county coaches. Updating scoring leaders for girls lacrosse with stats entering play before Wednesday's games. Man Valley's Emma Penchek eclipsed 100 points on the season in that regional final versus Century. Leah Miller right behind her for the Cavaliers. And Winters Mill's Sienna Perryman had a standout year for the Falcons. On to the next group of girls scorers. You can see 3 players with 30 or more assists on the season, and there's Century's Marley Carfine, who posted a 40-goal season for the Knights. The updated standings are next. Man Valley had a 35-game win streak going into the quarter, so add another win there. And South Carroll did have that 7-game win streak going into its game tonight, but the Cavaliers wind up with the loss in the quarterfinals. Moving over to boys lacrosse, see the scoring leaders, again as reported by coaches to CMSportsNet. Stats reflect all games played through the regional playoffs. Man Valley has Gavin Reed topping the list with his 65 points, and Grant Miller right behind him, teammate, with 62 and a county best 47 goals. The next wave of scorers, you see Francis Scott Keys, top 2-point getters, in Graham Johns and Gary Bavetta, along with Liberty's Riley Wickline. All right, the updated Carroll County boys lacrosse standings. Winters Mill finished above 500 overall. Man Valley did the same, actually finished at 500 with that loss tonight in the quarterfinals. As long as Carroll County has lacrosse teams playing in the state tournament, CMSportsNet will try to bring you coverage of upcoming games. So stay tuned to see which teams can make it all the way to Stevenson University for next week's championship games. Coming up next, we'll take a look at the baseball and softball regional playoff brackets and find out which track and field teams won the county meet titles. Plus, we unveil the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. So stick around, Game On is coming right back.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
What's the best gift you can give yourself? Pursue your passions. Explore your creativity. Expand your knowledge. Treat your mind and body. Give yourself a better you. With personal enrichment classes at Carroll Community College. Join us at carrollcc.edu/personalenrichment.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.
Hey there, I'm Pat Stetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
Each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss the Score and More podcast presented by CMSportsNet.
The Score and More Sports podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels. Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CMSportsNet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishments.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes-Bollinger Insurance Services. We're here for the home team. Barnes-Bollinger Insurance Services. And by Genova's to Go. Locations in Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, Hanover, and Eldersburg. Genova's pizza, pasta, subs, and more.
Welcome back to Game On. Let's get right back into it. Time to talk about some Carroll County baseball. Liberty wrapped up the county championship, and the Lions posted 14 regular season wins. Century, Man Valley, and Francis Scott Key all had winning county records, and not shown there is a tie between the Eagles and Winters Mill. CMSportsNet brought you live coverage of the Class 3A West Region 1 quarterfinal between Tuscarora and Westminster from the Owls home field. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights. Westminster and Tuscarora faced off on Thursday, May 9th in a Class 3A West Region 1 baseball quarterfinal, with the winner advancing to face number 2 seed North Hagerstown in the next round. Tuscarora gets on the board in the second inning when Luke Moranich laces a double down the left field line. Tyler O'Brien comes in to score, and the Titans lead 1-0. Tuscarora has a 3-0 lead in the third, and it's Moranich again. He takes the first pitch from E.J. Youngling the other way for a 2-run single to right. Moranich gets caught up in a rundown, but another run comes in, and the Titans lead 6-0. It's 8-0 Titans in the sixth when Westminster finally breaks through. After a walk to Will Molman and a stolen base, Brandon Barrett brings him in with a single just inside the bag at first base. Westminster loads the bases and chases Moranich, but George King comes in and gets Griffin Vincent to pop out to shortstop, and the inning is over at 8-1. Youngling, who came on in relief of Chase Taylor, gets a 1-2-3 seventh inning, with the last out coming by ground out. Clayton Dorsey makes the play, and the Owls are coming up for their last at bat. Westminster loads the bases again, and this time freshman Paul Burgee draws a walk. Garrett Dankenberger comes in, and it's 8-2. 2 batters later, King gets Youngling to ground out to second base, and it's all over. Final score is Tuscarora 8, Westminster 2. The Owls season comes to an end at 12-9 as they're held to 3 hits on the day, while the Titans advance to the regional semifinals. Let's take a look at the playoff brackets for baseball, beginning with 1A North Region 2. Liberty won its 3rd straight regional crown with that 3-0 win over Pikesville. Congratulations to the Lions for moving on. Over to 2A West Region 1, Century defeated FSK to get to that title game, but Middletown won Wednesday afternoon to move on and end Century's season. And in the 3A West Region 1, you see Westminster's run ending with that loss to Tuscarora, the highlights we just gave you. All right, time to talk about Carroll County softball. The county champion Eagles scored 10 or more runs in 3 of their last 4 games heading into Wednesday, and you can see 4 teams with winning records overall this spring. Now let's jump into the playoff brackets and begin with 1A North Region 2. Key hosted Liberty in the regional final after beating the Lions twice this season by a combined 22-6. On to the 2A West Region 1 bracket, where Century lost to Walkersville in a tough 8-inning contest, and Glenelg faced Walkersville in that final. And in the 3A South Region 1 bracket, Westminster beat county foe Man Valley, but came up just short against Mount Hebron. And you can see that Marriotts Ridge long reach game. Not a pitching duel by any means, 17-16. Now it's time to talk track and field. The annual county meet took place May 9th this year, hosted at Century High School. There were plenty of gold medal performances from the afternoon. Let's look at the girls' results first. Manchester Valley won its first ever team title with 141.5 points. Elizabeth Sisbalski won the 400 dash and the 800 run for the Mavericks, and the 800 was a county meet record. Other multiple winners were Madison Cotterbuff from FSK, ran first in the 100 and 200 dashes, and teammate Kiara Cooper took in the long and triple jumps. And Emma Reeves of Westminster grabbed gold in the shot at discus, and her discus throw was a county meet record. Now over to the boys' results. Winters Mill claimed its first team crown since 2011 with 147 points. The Falcons fell just short back in the indoor season of winning that team title. Dion Whitlow gave the Falcons gold medals in the 100 and 200, and Big Mill got 2 wins from Alexander Yan in the shot and the discus. Liberty's David Akinboye won the long jump and ran a leg on the winning 400-meter relay. All right, time for another CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week selection. This one's from South Carroll Girls Lacrosse, and this junior has been dominating the draws, and she led the Cavaliers into the state tournament. Time to find out who it is. All right, CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Leah Miller, South Carroll Girls Lacrosse. Leah, to get to the regional championship, you had to beat a county team in Francis Scott Key. You had a big game against them. When you play a team a second time, how much goes into preparation, or do you try to clear that slate and say, hey, it's the playoffs now, we have to sort of approach it like it's the first time we play them?
Yeah, so our big thing, like losing them the past 2 years in this same game, I think it was stop worrying about Liberty and who we're playing and just focus on playing as a team and just doing what we can our best and not thinking about who we're playing, just worrying about ourselves this time.
First game was FSK before he got to Liberty, and again, playing them a second time as well. Draws. I know the draw. Everybody knows the Girls Lacrosse, the draw is the name of the game. Coach was telling me how much you've done, worked on the draw control, 200 career draws now earlier this year. How important is it to you to be the person that the team can rely on, to be, the one that starts you can't score unless you don't have the ball, right? So how much have you worked on it, and how important is it to you to be the one that they can rely on to get the draw?
I think for me, more than my defense, more than my offensive ability, I think that the draw is the main thing that I worry about. I just think the hustle plays, getting the ground balls off the circle, that's definitely my biggest focus in games, so that we can score. As long as they don't have the ball, then they can't score. So I think that was a big helper in the Liberty game. Yeah, you mentioned Liberty. That just happened earlier this week. Always a big game when you guys play. And you mentioned that they had beaten you a couple times. They're the 3-time reigning state champs. Now they won't be able to defend their title. What's it like to go on another team's field like that and get a win, a pretty much convincing win? You beat them by 4 goals. Got to be a pretty good feeling. Yeah, that was definitely, out of all my sports, that was my favorite win. Losing them the past 2 years, it's been really hard, and I think this game we just wanted it more. We want to keep going and playing with our seniors now, so definitely we wanted it more. Carroll County girls lacrosse is such a tradition for state championships. There's a streak going on after looking back. It's been a long time since a team didn't win one. South Carroll won one not too long ago. Coach Evans was on the team. Obviously, Coach Bridget was the head coach. How stoked are you guys to get a chance now to win a few more games and give South Carroll another girls lacrosse state title? Really excited. We want it really bad, especially with how close this group of girls is. We just want to go all the way now. And I know you're junior, so you got another year to go, but what's this whole year been like for you? A 3-sport athlete, you had obviously some success in volleyball, big success in girls basketball. Now you can finish it on a high note with girls lacrosse. You haven't really slowed down. Yeah. Are you getting tired at all, or are you still ready to keep going here? No, I just want to keep winning. I really want a state championship in at least one of my sports. Well, congrats on a great week, and good luck next week and beyond. Leah Miller, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. Thank you.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services, and by Genova's To Go.
Well, I know we talked to Leah before the state quarterfinal, but congratulations to Leah Miller, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and a quick look at all of our spring recipients so far. 2 spots left. It'll be fun to see those get filled with all the playoff action going on around the county. And that's it for this week's episode of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. Like I said, stay in touch with CMSportsNet as we keep tabs on the remaining lacrosse teams as they vie for state championships next week at Stevenson University. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com. And you can watch us on cable channel HD 1086. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.
What's the best gift you can give yourself? Pursue your passions. Explore your creativity. Expand your knowledge. Treat your mind and body. Give yourself a better you with personal enrichment classes at Carroll Community College. Join us at carrollcc.edu/personal enrichment.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.